It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. In motion left goes Smith. On second down, Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Cousins. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Left side, Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. first down throw for Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They run it again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. To the right and complete to Galladay. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On play action, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run here with Ballage. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ballage is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Working with his second and 4. Prescott. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ballage, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Gano's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From way up at the 23, they're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Smith, the man in motion left. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They run it with Balaj, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Balaj. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. 3 yards remain for second down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Now Prescott. And he's He's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In motion right is Smith. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and inches, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kalen Ballage. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Philly, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. These be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my